Hello, English 110 students. Welcome to your final module, Module 7. On Monday, October 22nd, it's listed here that your module will open, but given the circumstances of this semester, especially not just Hurricane Florence, but also the tropical storm that swept through the central part of the state where most of you are living, a lot of you are a little bit behind on your work. So I'm going to go ahead and just open this module now, so that way you can either just see what's coming up or go ahead and start it and just plan as necessary. So that way, hopefully you'll feel a little less crunched for time as we head into our last week of class together. Wednesday, October 24th, you will have 2 discussion posts that you will need to respond to. So discussion 7, part A, and discussion 8, part A. Then Friday, the 26th, you have your responses for both discussion boards due. Then the last day of class for us is Sunday, October 28th, when your final essay is due and your assignment is due. And I'll talk to you a little bit about how that assignment will work for this last module. I also have on here some other dates later into next week. Tuesday, October 30th is the deadline for your idea evaluation. That's by 11:59 p.m. And then also it is your last chance by noon on Tuesday the 30th to ask questions about your grades. Not because I don't want to answer questions beyond that, but your grades are due to the university on Wednesday. So if you have any problems with your grades or questions, you'll need to ask by Tuesday. I'll let you look through the objectives and the to-do list at your own time. I want to make sure, though, that everyone really is looking at the to-do list. I think in the beginning of the semester everyone was, and then things got really confusing with the hurricane and rescheduling everything, and everyone was just kind of scrambling to get work done. And a lot of folks were asking me questions about what was due, and I just copied and pasted the to-do list, and everyone kept saying, like, oh yeah, that's helpful, thank you. So just make sure you are taking a moment to read through the to-do list. Here is a link to your idea course evaluation. You can click here and answer that. The deadline for that is Tuesday, October 30th at 11:59 p.m. Your readings are pretty minimal this week. Make sure that you're familiar with the MLA guidelines and review any texts that you are writing about in your essay. It's a good time to reread them to make sure that you have your ideas sorted out and you understand the text. So discussion 7 is listed here. I hope by now, the last module, you know the expectations for our discussions. So 7 is here. And if you scroll down, you'll find discussion 8 here. So they are broken into 2 separate discussion boards. So you will have to have an original post for both and responses to your classmates for both. Your Module 7 assignment. Originally, I had planned having 2 separate assignments for this module, but you know, as I told my English 101 class today, there's a season for rigidity and lots of work, and there's a season for going with the flow and getting things done. And right now we are in the season of going with the flow and getting things done. So the good news is I'm just combining the points for assignment A and B into one assignment. So that should reduce the workload. The bad news is that means this assignment has to be worth 100 points, so that way we're sticking to the grading scale. So that means you get to do half the work for double the points, which is amazing, but if you don't do this assignment, it's more detrimental to your grade. So it's very important that you get this done. And that's why I have it highlighted in yellow. So this assignment is worth 100 points. And here it says, what's the point of this course if we don't make sense of it in our regular lives? Often, what we learn in college, especially in the humanities, is designed to help us live more consciously aware, designed to help us live more conscious, aware, and robust lives. As such, if we don't apply what we have learned in class to our regular daily lives, we have missed out on a valuable experience to expand and apply our knowledge and skills. In the content editor, please answer the following questions. Number 1, consider your professional life. What is the most important idea or concept you learn in this class that you could apply to how you interact with patients or colleagues? Number 2, consider the writing you do professionally. What is the most important idea or concept you learn in this class that you could apply to how you compose written content at work? Number 3, consider your relationships. What is the most important idea or concept you learn in this class that you could apply to how you interact with friends or family? And lastly, number 4, consider the world around you. What is the most important idea or concept you learn in this class that you could use to engage with the world, such as media, film, news, social media, and so on? So 1 through 3 are pretty specific: professional life, professional writing, and relationships. Question 4 is a little broader, but That's okay. We all live very different lives, and some of you might be more engaged in social media, others of you might be more engaged with news or literature. We're all sort of doing different things. So I just want the answer to question 4 to be authentic to your world. So the grading rubric is here, 100 points total. All questions should be answered in at least 150 words, and it is pass-fail. So if you do it and you do it well, boom, 100 points. You don't do it or you don't do it well, no points. All answers should be authentic and well thought out. All answers should be articulate and free of errors. To submit this, you'll just click up here where it says Module 7 Assignment, and then you'll click Write Submission, and you'll write your answers in here, and bada bing, bada boom, you are done. So discussion 7, discussion 8, and your module 7 assignment, part A and part B combined. I also want to note here that in the beginning of the semester, I had mentioned the syllabus that there would be some Easter eggs worth extra credit points. Those were sort of pushed to the wayside given the circumstances of the weather conditions we have had. However, if you are watching this video and you shoot me an email to let me know you have heard this, you will receive 3 extra credit points for watching this video. So if you heard it, let me know, and I'll make sure you get those 3 extra credit points. And if you hear this, thank you so much for listening to my videos. And then the very last thing that you'll need to do for this semester is to submit your final essay. So if you click this little link here, it'll take you into the submission. This will probably look familiar. But what I need from you is to, 1, hit the right submission and copy and paste your essay into this box. That's very important. The reason I'm having you do this is because if there's something wrong with your attachment, I'll have a backup copy. So please copy and paste your essay into the text submission box. Then you can click Browse My Computer and you can attach all of your stuff, your essay that way. So you will need to make sure to copy and paste in the text submission box and then also to attach a file. I'll be using the file that you attach to grade your essays, but if there is a problem and I can't get a hold of you, that's how I can actually get a copy of your essay. If you need to, you can look at the assignment prompt for details. You should already know what that is. None of it should be a surprise by now. And then after that, that's a wrap. That's it. You are all finished. If you do need to access any resources, this folder is here. If you need to access your grades, you probably already know this, but you can click My Grades on the left. Yours looks different than mine, but I think it'll be over here for you. And that's it. Thank you so much for all of your efforts and your flexibility this semester. I know it wasn't ideal by any means, but everyone was amazing about just doing what needs to be done and going with the flow. I hope to meet you if I have not yet. If you're in Wilmington at any time and happen to be in Morton Hall, just stop by, let me know. And I have a wonderful fall too if you have classes. And if not, congrats, we're all done. Bye.